It's the first business day of the week. Welcome to Business Incorporated, coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Chimeze Obi Iwago. On the program today, platinum producer Lonmin reports a first-half operating loss of $181 million. Saudi Arabia and Russia agreed to extend crude oil output cuts until March 2018. Plus, South Africa's Vodacom to buy a 35% stake in Safaricom from its parent company, Vodafone. Let's get started, and we begin with the markets. And here in Africa, stocks at the Nigerian stock market have snapped 3 weeks rally, pushing the all-share index into the negative zone at intraday. The all-share index was down 1.96%, all thanks to heavyweight stocks like Nigerian Breweries, Zenith Bank, GT Bank, Oando and Forte Oil that shared some weight of their share prices. The market in South Africa, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, was also in the red, down 0.50% at intraday. The market in Egypt was looking up at intraday by 0.10% on the news that Egypt will issue a Eurobond of between $1.5 billion and $2 billion within the next week. Egypt sold $4 billion of Eurobonds in 3 tranches in January, raising twice as much as targeted and at lower yields than expected. Nairobi Stock Exchange closed 0.12% up on Friday. In the Middle East, markets there were mixed at intraday. Saudi Arabia edged up in response to a surge in oil prices after the Saudi and Russian oil ministers agreed output cuts should be extended until March 2008. The Saudi index rose 0.38%, aided by petrochemicals, with Saudi basic industries gaining by the same margin. Dubai's index slipped 1.19%, with activity focusing on builder Arabtech, the second most heavily traded issue, and rights to subscribe to its capital increase. The underlying stock surged 6.2% to 0.81 dirham as the rights, which began trading today and will continue through May 28, swung widely between 0.03 dirham and 0.199 dirham. Index in Abu Dhabi dropped 0.55%, while Qatar was up 0.29%. In Europe, a regional election win for German Chancellor Angela Merkel's party and extended oil output cuts buoyed investors after a weekend of global security concerns. And also, the International Monetary Fund released its report on Germany today after staff conclusion of the 2017 Article 4 consultation. Let's get an update from my colleague in Frankfurt, Daniel Koop. Good afternoon, Daniel. Thank you very much for joining us. It's a beautiful week. Now, the IMF today released its Article 4 consultation report on Germany, stating that the cyclical upswing is expected to continue in the near term, but calls for revenue projections rethinking. How much of a stimulus will this report deliver to the markets?
Well, hello, Chimi. Yeah, you just mentioned the homework, basically, that Germany got from the IMF. And I guess Germany is kind of feeling today when a teacher gives you a long list of things that you actually have to do. And in this case, the list of the suggestions by the IMF is actually quite a lot. Let me give you some details about it. The IMF is basically saying that the German economy is doing very well at this moment. So their suggestion that Germany should actually lower their taxes. Germany has a very high level of income taxes, mostly. They can be up to 50% here. Then the IMF is also stating that Germany should kind of do a reform of their retirement procedure. Right now, Germans usually retire with the age about 65, 66, 67 years, and they're saying that they should give people kind of the chance and the opportunity to even work a little bit longer. Then they are also stating that Germany has to do some investment when it comes to digital infrastructure, because it's actually kind of unbelievable. Germany is a very developed country, but there are still some parts here in the country where people don't even have access to broadband and very fast internet. So that's another task that Germany has to fulfill. So, yeah, let's talk about how the market will be reacting to this. We actually had, when the trading day started here in Frankfurt, another record high of the blue chip index DAX with more than 12,800 points. You can see it in the background. It's not anymore as strong as when we started here. The reason actually for this is a very strong euro right now with more than 1.09. That's always not really helping the blue chip index DAX. So, yeah, let's see what this homework is going to mean for traders here at the stock market.
Right, Daniel, looking behind you there, we could actually see the DAX tilt downwards from the flat level where it was. Now, U.S. President Donald Trump is heading to the Middle East this week. Is this a market-moving news for oil prices, stocks, or currencies?
Well, frankly speaking, Jimmy, whenever Donald Trump is doing basically anything, just sending a tweet, markets are reacting, and they will be watching very closely the trip of Donald Trump to the Middle East. Also, because of this tension that we are seeing right now between and in order to get the oil price again up. The oil price went already up because of this, already more than 1%, now roundabout at a level of $51 per barrel. This is what's going to make OPEC happy, because they always want the oil price kind of at the price of $50 per barrel, because they're saying that countries can get in trouble when the oil price is actually down. Just Venezuela is a perfect example right now. This country is kind of at the stage of a civil war right now, also because of the declining price of the oil. So, yeah, we'll be monitoring very closely Donald Trump's visit to the Middle East in the next days.
And of course, the markets will be monitoring the trend the oil price is taking today and, of course, for the rest of the week. On the corporate news side of things, what headline grabbers are on top in the new market week?
Yeah, lots of things happening as always at the market. On Thursday, we'll be watching very closely a shareholder meeting of Deutsche Bank, the biggest German bank here in Germany. Deutsche Bank is going through a huge, enormous reform at the moment, and shareholders are actually not happy about that. The management of Deutsche Bank has been criticized a lot, so this meeting will be watched very closely. Also, we'll get lots of earning reports this week, such from the telephone giant Vodafone. Also, low-cost carrier EasyJet will be providing fresh numbers, and also the pharmaceutical company Merck. Also, there's going to be a meeting of European energy ministers in Malta, and also very interesting, the European Commission will be issuing a statement of the benefits of globalization this week. So, yeah, busy week here in Frankfurt.
Right, thank you very much, Daniel. We have a long, busy week ahead. Enjoy the rest of the day.